If you're a man over 60, I want you to pause for just 10 seconds and listen closely. Because there's a truth most men never hear from their doctor, their friends, and sometimes not even from themselves. Most of the heaviness, weakness, leg numbness, cold hands, low energy, and even the decline in your morning male response all come from one single cause. Your morning circulation is out of rhythm. It's not your age. It's not luck. And it's definitely not because your body is too old to recover. After years of working with men over 60, I've realized something very clear. A man's circulation doesn't weaken. Naturally, it weakens because of the wrong morning habits. And the good news is, this can be reversed much faster than you think. Harvard Health once reported, circulation can drop 10–15% after age 60 if the morning isn't activated properly. But Harvard also noted, just 5 simple morning habits can noticeably improve circulation within weeks. So let me ask you one short but extremely important question for your health and confidence. If just 5 morning habits could reopen your blood flow, boost your energy, strengthen your legs, improve your breathing, and even enhance your male performance, would you be willing to start tomorrow? If your answer is yes, stay with me until the end of today's video, because these are the 5 habits that have transformed the lives of many men over 60 I've worked with. Dr. Emily Carter, a board-certified urologist with over 14 years of experience working with men in their 50 seconds, 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and even 80 seconds. Throughout my career, I've met thousands of patients with the same concerns you may have: heavy mornings, slow circulation, cold hands and feet, low energy, and a morning response that just isn't the same anymore. But what has kept me devoted to this field for more than a decade is the simple fact that a man's body after 60 still has incredible ability to recover if you guide it back to the correct morning rhythm. I've seen men who thought they were stuck with aging regain strength and circulation simply by adjusting the 5 habits we're about to discuss. No medication, no surgery, no complicated procedures, just basic science, rooted in how male blood vessels, hormones, and circulation truly work after 60. And today, I want to walk you through each step clearly, simply, and practically, so you won't just listen. You can actually start using these habits tomorrow morning. Before we dive into the 5 most important morning habits, I want you to understand something. What you're experiencing is not your fault, and it's not a sign that your body is past its prime, because most men over 60 I meet tell me the exact same things. My legs feel heavy in the morning, and I get dizzy when I stand. My hands and feet get cold faster than before. I feel like my blood is moving slowly, like my body hasn't fully woken up. My energy drops even though I sleep enough. And my male performance just isn't what it used to be. These aren't signs of decline, they're signs that your morning circulation is slowing down, especially after 7–8 hours of dehydration, lower oxygen, and reduced nitric oxide. What matters is this: your body can recover far more powerfully than you might imagine. And the 5 morning habits I'm about to share are the key. Before we continue, I want to learn a little more about you, because it helps me create videos that truly match the needs of this community. Please leave a comment. How old are you? And where are you watching this video from? Just one line from you helps me understand this community better, and it reminds other men that they are not alone in this journey. Now, before we step into the 5 most important habits, I want you to understand something very simple but extremely important. Morning is the weakest circulation point of the entire day, especially for men over 60. And here is why. When you sleep for 7–8 hours, your body gets almost no hydration. Your blood slowly becomes thicker and more sluggish. Your heart has to work harder to push blood throughout the body, especially down to the legs, where circulation naturally becomes weaker with age. At the same time, your nitric oxide levels drop sharply. Nitric oxide is the molecule that relaxes and widens your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely and powerfully. When this level drops, your vessels tighten, blood moves more slowly, and you begin to feel numbness, coldness, heaviness, or weakness. And it doesn't stop there. right when you wake up, your blood pressure isn't fully stable yet. Your body needs a few minutes to adjust, but if circulation is already slow, you're much more likely to feel dizzy, unsteady, or notice your heart pounding faster than it should. And here is something very few men actually know. Morning circulation doesn't just affect your hands and legs. It directly affects your male response. Because every male reaction begins with blood flow, and if enough blood doesn't reach the right areas, everything else becomes slower and weaker too. The good news is this. None of this is old age you can't fix. It simply means your body needs the right signals in the morning to switch your circulation engine back on. And this is exactly why the 5 habits you're about to hear, as simple as they may seem, create such a dramatic change that many of my patients call them their morning reset routine. Morning habit number 1. A warm glass of water with vitamin C. The first habit I want you to start tomorrow morning may look simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful ways to unlock morning circulation. And that is, drink a warm glass of water with a small dose of vitamin C right after you wake up. Here is why it works so well. First, the warm water helps thin your blood after a long night of sleep. During those 7-8 hours, your body receives no hydration. Your blood becomes thicker, heavier, and slower. Just one warm glass of water immediately wakes your blood up, making it smoother and easier for your heart to pump. Second, vitamin C is the raw material your body needs to produce nitric oxide, the molecule that naturally relaxes your blood vessels and improves blood flow. Without enough vitamin C, nitric oxide drops quickly, your vessels tighten, and circulation slows down. This is especially important for men over 60, whose ability to produce nitric oxide decreases with age. Third, warm water, not cold water, is the key. Cold water makes your blood vessels constrict, slowing circulation even more, especially in your legs and hands. Warm water does the opposite. It gently opens your vessels and signals your body that it's ready to start the day. And finally, adding a small amount of natural vitamin C, a few drops of lemon, or a slice of orange, not only boosts nitric oxide, but also wakes up your digestion, increases oxygen absorption, and boosts your energy within the first 15 minutes of the day. One warm glass of water plus vitamin C each morning. Thinner, smoother blood, expanded blood vessels, easier work for your heart, clearer morning energy, and a stronger male response. A tiny habit, but an absolutely essential first step in restoring circulation for men over 60. Morning habit number 2, deep breathing for 2 minutes. The second habit I want you to do right after drinking warm water may sound simple, but it is one of the strongest switches for restarting circulation in older men, and that is 2 minutes of deep, controlled breathing. Why is it so important? Because in the morning, your oxygen levels are at their lowest. During sleep, your breathing slows down and becomes shallow. Low oxygen means tighter blood vessels, more work for the heart, and a heavy, sluggish feeling in the entire body. But just 2 minutes of deep breathing can change everything. When you inhale deeply through your nose, hold for 1-2 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Your lungs expand fully, more oxygen enters your blood vessels widen, heart pressure decreases, blood pressure stabilizes, your brain and limbs receive fuel instantly. NIH research shows that just 2-3 minutes of deep breathing can increase circulation by 12-15%, especially in adults over 60. No complicated meditation, no advanced technique, just 5-8 cycles of slow, deep breathing enough to activate your entire circulatory system. Here is why this habit is so powerful for older men. It reduces morning blood vessel constriction. It prevents dizziness when standing up. It boosts oxygen to the brain, helping you feel sharp. It lightens the workload on your heart. It makes your body react faster and move more smoothly. And importantly, it increases oxygen delivery to the pelvic area, supporting a stronger male response. 2 minutes of deep breathing, that's all it takes. It's like opening every window in your body to let fresh air rush in. Simple, free, but extremely effective. Morning habit number 3, activate your legs for 3 minutes. The third habit I want you to do right after drinking warm water and doing deep breathing is to activate your legs for just 3 minutes. Most men over 60 don't realize this, but your legs are the second heart of your body. When your legs move, the muscles in your calves and feet gently contract, pushing blood upward through the veins and back to the heart. But after many hours of sleeping in one position, the blood in your legs becomes stagnant, slower, and harder to return to your heart. That's why your legs often feel heavy, numb, or cold in the morning. Just 3 minutes of light activation can restart that blood flow strong and steady. I usually guide my patients with very simple movements. Lift your heels 10-15 times, rotate your ankles in slow circles, stretch your toes, or stand up and sit down a few times if you're able. These movements don't require strength, they don't stress your joints, but their impact is huge. When you activate your legs, you are pushing blood from your legs back to your heart, reducing morning numbness and coldness, stabilizing blood pressure as you stand, increasing steady blood supply to your brain, improving full body circulation for the next several minutes. And here is something many men don't know. Leg circulation is directly connected to pelvic circulation. When blood flows better in your legs, it also helps open the microvessels in the pelvic area, which plays a major role in your male response after 60. 3 minutes, that's it. But it lays the foundation for strength, balance, clarity, and confidence for the entire day. A small step, but one that creates a massive shift in your body. Morning habit number 4. Choose the right breakfast, natural nitrates. The fourth morning habit I want you to adopt is not an exercise, and it's not a medication. It's simply choosing the right food for breakfast, specifically, foods rich in natural nitrates. And the reason is simple. Nitrates are the number one ingredient your body uses to create nitric oxide, the molecule that opens your blood vessels, improves blood flow, and helps blood travel smoothly throughout your entire body. When you're young, your body produces nitric oxide quickly and easily. But after age 60, nitric oxide levels drop by 50–60%, leading to slower circulation, weaker morning energy, and especially a less reliable male response. But here's the amazing part. A nitrate-rich breakfast can raise your nitric oxide levels within 45–90 minutes, according to the Journal of Applied Physiology. So what foods are we talking about? Nothing complicated, just everyday options. Beets in any form, juice, boiled, pomegranate, spinach, kale, oranges, or even a squeeze of lemon in your warm water. These foods don't just wake up your blood vessels. They help blood flow deeper into the tiny microvessels in your legs, your heart, and yes, your pelvic area. Many of my patients tell me that after drinking just a small beet juice in the morning, their legs feel warmer, their mind feels clearer, and their whole body switches on much faster. Here is the important part. You don't need to overhaul your entire breakfast. You simply need to add one small serving of a nitrate-rich food, a little pomegranate juice, a few spinach leaves, or half a beet, and that alone can strengthen circulation naturally, without any medication. Right breakfast, higher nitric oxide, open blood vessels, stronger circulation, a smoother running body all day long. A small choice, but an incredibly powerful foundation for men's health after 60. Morning habit number 5. Don't drink coffee immediately after waking up. The final morning habit, and the one many men over 60 accidentally get wrong, is this. Do not drink coffee the moment you wake up. I understand that for many men, that first cup of coffee feels like a morning ritual. But at your age, drinking coffee too early can actually work against your circulation in ways most people never realize. When you wake up, your body is still in an unstable state. Blood pressure is shifting. Cortisol, your stress hormone, is naturally rising, and your blood vessels are slightly tightened after many hours of lying still. If you drink coffee during this window, the caffeine causes your blood vessels to constrict even more, your heart rate to spike, and you're much more likely to feel lightheaded, jittery, or off balance. This is why many older men say their heart feels irregular, or they feel a little shaky after their first cup. According to the American Heart Association, Waiting 60–90 minutes before your first coffee allows your hormones to stabilize, your blood vessels to open naturally, and your circulation to become smoother before caffeine enters the system. This doesn't mean you have to give up coffee. It simply means drinking it later after your warm water, deep breathing, leg activation, and a light breakfast allows your body to respond better, perform better, and keeps your heart more stable. Many of my patients say that by delaying their coffee just 1 hour, they feel clearer, calmer, and far less jittery, and their morning energy becomes much smoother. That's why this small shift matters so much. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. Do you usually drink coffee right after waking up? Or are you someone who waits a little while before your first cup? Share your morning habit in the comments below. A simple answer from you may help another man, someone struggling with the same circulation issues, finally understand what's been happening to his body all these years. Before we move to the final summary, I want to tell you a very real story. A story about a man I believe you may see yourself in. His name was George Miller, 67 years old. When I first met him, he said something I will never forget. "Doctor, I feel like my body doesn't belong to me anymore." For George, mornings were a small daily battle. He felt dizzy every time he stood up, his legs were ice cold, his mind was foggy, his energy was gone, and his male response had almost disappeared. He thought this was simply the end of being in his 60 seconds. But I told him something that I now want to tell you. Your body hasn't given up. It just needs the right signals to turn back on. George agreed to try the 5 morning habits I shared, the same 5 habits you just learned. And after only 3 weeks, he returned with a completely different smile. He told me, "Dr. Emily, I don't feel the morning numbness anymore. I can feel blood flowing into my legs again. And I think my wife can see the change too." Within 1 month, his circulation improved noticeably. Within 2 months, his energy and confidence had returned. And the best part of all, George told me, he felt like he had aged in reverse by 10 years. No strong medications, no procedures, no surgery. Just giving his body the right signals at the moment it needed them most, the morning. I share his story because I want you to understand one thing. It is never too late to restore your circulation, your energy, and your male strength. A man's body after 60 still has tremendous potential. We simply haven't been using the right keys to unlock it. What I want you to take away from everything you've heard so far is that your body is not declining the way you may think. It's simply reacting to rhythms that have slipped out of balance over time. Age is not stealing your strength. The wrong habits repeated for many years are what slow your circulation down. And the incredible truth is, once you start correcting those habits, your body responds very quickly. I've worked with thousands of men over the past decade, and I've seen one thing happen again and again. When circulation improves, so does strength, confidence, vitality, and that quiet sense of youthfulness on the inside. Circulation isn't just blood. It's energy. It's stability with every step you take. It's deeper breathing, a sharper mind. And yes, it's the male performance you thought you had lost. I want you to understand something deeply. Every small change you make each morning sends a powerful message to your body. I still want to live strong. I still want to be a man. I still have more life to enjoy. And your body, whether it's 60, 70, or even 80, will respond to that signal with everything it still has. Before we finish today, I want to hear a little something from you. Of the 5 morning habits we talked about, which one do you feel ready to start with? Maybe it's the warm water with vitamin C. Maybe it's 2 minutes of deep breathing. Or maybe it's simply moving your morning coffee a little later. Whatever it is, leave a quick comment below. Not for the algorithm, but because your answer might help another man. Someone who's facing the exact same struggles you once had. Realize that he is not alone on this journey. And if today's video helped you understand your body better, or reminded you that 60 and 70 can still be strong, vibrant years of your life, you can tap like or subscribe to Senior Men Health Secrets. Not so I can get more views, but because I don't want you to miss the important guidance that's meant specifically for men over 60 who want to reclaim their health and confidence. And before we close, I want to remind you of something very important. Everything I shared in this video is for education to help you understand how your body works after 60. It does not replace medical diagnosis or treatment. If you're dealing with a health issue or noticing anything unusual with your circulation, your heart, or your prostate, please speak directly with your doctor so you can receive advice tailored to your body. I truly believe every man over 60 deserves to live with strength, confidence, and inner peace. And I'm grateful you stayed with me until the end of this video. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in the next video on Senior Men Health Secrets, where we continue building stronger circulation, better health, and lasting male vitality for every man over 60.